Nick Walker New York Pro 2021 versus New York Pro 2024, both prejudging. What has changed in the last 3 years for the mutant? Many things have improved while some others have not, and certain aspects may be worrying. Before we start, a like and sub would be appreciated. It helps the channel grow and means a lot to us content creators. Let's begin with the front double biceps pose. Even though I carefully scaled these pics, camera angles and lenses play a big role, so this will never be 100% accurate. But from what I'm noticing here, his legs have improved dramatically since 2021. Granted, he could still use some more sweep, it's obvious that's an issue for him, but his legs look bigger, harder and more defined now. The guns look pretty much the same, but that's not an issue for him regardless. His conditioning is on point as usual. Now, the elephant in the room, the midsection. His abs were indeed more defined in 2021, but I feel like his midsection looks tighter now, and his balance is much better, which is great news for Nick Walker and his fans, including myself. Next is the front lat spread, his weaker pose. He's got a different approach now, and I think it's the better choice. His lats are more visible in 2024, his chest looks improved as well, but it may be the posing style in play, and again I have to mention the improvements downstairs. All those 2 leg days per week he did prior to the Olympia were worth it after all. In the side chest pose, the first thing that stands out is the lower body again. His side leg looks way better. The hanging hamstring is miles better and the glute ham tie-in is more visible and defined. The other detail I'm interested in is his chest, and I don't think I see too much of a difference. His lacking chest pop remains a detail that holds him back. Now let's see the back. Damn, those hamstrings are improved. He looks like a different bodybuilder now. I'm so happy for him. In the upper body, his back looks thicker overall in 2024, but I'm a bit concerned about the lower lats area, which doesn't look as defined as before. Not very alarming for the moment, but something to keep an eye on. The back lat spread looks quite improved. Don't be fooled by the more empty space visible between the torso and the arms in 2024, as he is holding the arms more widely spread now. However, I'm a bit more concerned about his right lat. I've seen the footage and the photos and there's definitely something going on there. I hope we're not talking about muscle atrophy or anything like that. Side triceps is next, and despite the different execution, the side leg of 2024 is still a very nice improvement. As for the pose overall, even though I always liked the Dorian-esque style he adopted back in 2021, I think, at least in these pictures here, he looks better with his 2024 execution. The abs and thighs pose is what we should carefully analyze. His midsection looked more defined in 2021, but again, I feel like overall his waist is tighter in 2024. It may be because of the improved legs and maybe the execution style, but I think it's an improvement overall. He looks way more balanced in 2024, even though the abs themselves looked better back in 2021. Most muscular, and surprisingly he kind of looks wider in 2021. It's probably the execution. His abs were indeed more defined back then. Let's hope they don't get any worse or too much worse fast. But I have to mention the improvements I see in his arms and shoulders definition. The muscle separation and maturity are quite visible. As for the chest, I don't see any improvements unfortunately. In conclusion, for anyone wondering, Nick Walker is much more improved since his breakout year of 2021. There is no doubt in my mind after this comparison. As for worrying things for the future, I would keep an eye on the abs definition and chest development, and I remain concerned about that right lat issue I noticed in the back lat spread pose. Maybe in the finals we can see more clearly what's going on.